Good morning, all. In the studio, have the wax turned on, and I'm a little bit bundled up. I'm not planning on taking my hat off, even though my hair is incredibly staticky. But it is a very frosty start out there. It is technically supposed to warm up today, but we'll see. The sun is out. It's a beautiful morning. It's just like in the low 20s, so it's a little chilly. And if you know, the studio used to be like an old shed, not an old shed, but a shed. And we did insulate a lot of it and try to seal up as many gaps as we could. But I'm keeping actually my windows closed. There's shutters on these windows, and the windows are pretty old. So I'm keeping the shutters closed, and there's some, little gaps in here that we couldn't completely seal up. So the hat is staying on because it's a little chilly over here as well. But at any rate, not why I picked up the camera. I picked up the camera because I'm planning on painting another art style in this video. But first, here's a quick introduction just in case you're new around here. Hi there, I'm Stacy, the Encaustic mixed media artist behind Studio Stacy. Encaustic literally means to burn in. So I paint with beeswax and a torch, and because it's mixed media, pretty much anything else I can get my hands on. If you're new around here, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Consider subscribing and joining this artsy community. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, which helps me get introduced to more like-minded artsy folks like yourself. All right, this is painting number 10 on these little mini 4x4 mat boards that I already have some encaustic medium on, some encaustic white paint, but it's painting number 10. And I decided to do the romantic style or the romantic movement for this week's painting video. And I decided to do that because, well, Matt is out of town, and he's out of town for business for a couple days. So I thought maybe, kind of as a, nod to him, perhaps I would do the romantic art style or art movement in this week's video. Also, I'm thinking, because he's out of town and sometimes it's a little bit easier to vlog when he's not trying to work and on conference calls and things like that, over in the barn dominium, I thought maybe I would do a little bit more of a vlog style video. So stay tuned to see what I get up to the next couple days here without Matt. But for now, let's get to painting this painting. All right, I thought I would show you this is a very quick sketch I did, and then this is a tracing paper that I placed over top of it and kind of tweaked this sketch a bit. This, I think, is pretty finalized as far as the sketch goes for the tree for this particular painting. So now I just need to figure out my background. So that's next. And then sticking the background colors down onto this before I put the tree down. All right, while I paint this painting, I thought I would give you a quick description on what romantic art movement is and the history behind it. So, at the end of the 18th century and into the 19th century, Romanticism quickly spread throughout Europe and the United States. Romanticism challenged the rational ideals held so tightly during the Enlightenment movement, which emphasized reason. The Romantic artist believes that sense and emotions, not simply reason and order, were equally important means of experiencing the world. Romanticism celebrated the individual imagination and intuition. One of the defining features of Romanticism in art was a focus on individual experience rather than an emphasis on accuracy. Romantic artists often sought to capture the moods, feelings, and emotions of their subjects using expressive compositions, vivid colors, and dramatic contrasts of light and dark. When we think of the word romantic, we often associate it with love and affection. However, Romantic artists often incorporated elements of supernatural into their works.
Many artists explored themes of death and mortality, depicting ghosts and demons in their artworks. American Romanticism explored the beauty and power of the natural world more. Many artists worked from sketches that they made outdoors and would later come back to their studios to create a finished painting. They often combined various scenes and depicted landscapes in highly stylized and idealized ways. Romantic paintings typically have sharp contrasts, bright highlights, strong colors, and a refined, almost glossy finish. Romanticism can be hard to define in that it has a wide range of subjects. I think a few of the main takeaways from this movement are a focus on emotions and individualism, a celebration of nature, and an interest in the mysterious. As poet Charles Baudelaire wrote in 1846, Romanticism is precisely situated neither in choice of subject nor in exact truth, but in a way of feeling. All right, now that you and I both know a little bit more about the Romantic movement, let's see how this painting turns out. Sit back and enjoy the rest of the painting process and some romantic music, perhaps.
All right, all, one more done. See, I think two more after this. Is that right? I'm pretty sure. Yes, two more after this one. So I'm pretty happy with how it came out. I need a smaller tipped brush to get a little bit finer lines. I keep looking down, I'm sorry, because the painting's right down here. But I need a little bit finer tipped brush to get finer lines with the India ink, but I'm happy with it. I think it looks pretty good. So anyways, one more done, and yeah, let's see what we get up to the next couple days, and hopefully I'll take you along with me. All right, all, back over in the barn dominium. Don't mind the very messy hat hair, but I don't feel like washing my hair at the moment, so we're just gonna have to deal with this face for the rest of the day and very messy hair. At any rate, I thought I would maybe show you what I'm having for lunch. It's not all that exciting, but yeah, let's take a look. All right, lunch is served. Chickpea, cucumber, feta, red onion, a little bit of Italian dressing, easy peasy, and I'm gonna just eat right out of the bowl because I'm the only one here, and this is probably gonna be lunch for the next several days. Also, please don't mind the extremely messy kitchen. I haven't cleaned it up yet today, but that'll be coming soon. All right, all filled up from lunch, and is this focusing? I think it's focusing. Anyways, all filled up from lunch, and this afternoon's plan is probably going to be some computer work, so nothing too exciting. If you hear the gurgling in the background, I have the coffee pot on. Not brewing coffee, I'm actually brewing some just plain old hot water. And yeah, we don't have a teapot, and it's just one more added thing to put into the kitchen. And I'm trying to just keep everything very minimalistic here. And so, yeah, so just making hot water with the coffee pot. And I'm just gonna have some hot water and lemon juice, trying to stay away from caffeine in the afternoons and still drink lots of water. But it's a little chilly, so I want something warm. So I'm just gonna have some water and lemon juice. And yes, I'm still using a Christmas mug. But anyways, computer time. All right, all, I am calling it for today on this computer. It is a bit after 3 o'clock, so not quite stopping when I wanted to stop today, but I'm gonna call it good enough up here. Probably going to be back up here again tomorrow, but I will definitely be picking you up to see what happens tomorrow. In the meantime, though, it is a little chilly in here, so I'm going to run over and get some firewood across the way and start a fire. So I have a fire going tonight, so it's nice and comfy, cozy downstairs. And I think what I'm going to do is knit. Well, not I think, but I'm definitely going to try to knit for a bit tonight. And yeah, we'll go from there. So anyways, come along and let's build a fire. Dinner is served. Crab cakes and cucumber slices. And kitchen's still not cleaned up. Sorry about the lighting in here. It is now quite dark outside. I'm going to dig into dinner. I normally like to have some sort of crab while Matt's gone, because I think I've mentioned this in the past, but he is highly allergic to it. So I tend to indulge while he is gone. And I got this from Maryland. So this is fresh Maryland crab cakes. Yum, yum. See you in the morning. Good morning, all. Had a fairly productive morning. Got some laundry done, so that was good. Had a lovely breakfast of some farm fresh eggs from here. And not from here, not from our property. We don't have chickens yet. I don't know. Maybe we'll get some. At any rate, had a lovely breakfast from a local farmer that has fresh eggs. And now I'm back up doing more computer work. So it's not going to be a super exciting day to film, I don't think, but I don't know. We'll see what we get up to here. All right, all. I just got an alert on my phone that it is time to go out and take a picture. So I mentioned this in my goal video that I wanted to try to make sure I'm taking a picture every day from the same location along our property. And the goal of that was basically to get me outside. So it's time to go do that. And it's working out really nicely, because there are days I may not venture outside, especially on these big computer editing days, if I didn't have this kind of goal and to set the alert on my phone. It kind of like forces me to get out there. So let's go take the picture, and then what I might do is put in like a flip through of all the pictures that I've taken from this like location this year. That might be interesting for you all. And I haven't looked at them all like in consecutive order, so I think it'll be fun to put together that as well. All right, all. It is afternoon. Let's see what time it is exactly. 1:45. 12:45. I believe I have done what I needed to get done on this video editing today. I wanted to make sure I got most of the voiceovers recorded and me talking recorded, because I'm sitting up here in the office, and since Matt's not here, I don't have to worry about disrupting him on a conference call. And apologize for the lighting in here. It's very cloudy out today. But at any rate, I'm going to take a break for lunch, and then might come back up here and do more computer work. Not a very exciting day today, is it? Hi all. I did not pick you up at all this afternoon. It is now, looking over there, 'cause the clock's over there, about 5:45. So I think I'm going to stop for the evening, make myself some dinner. I'm kind of making what you might call a deconstructed bruschetta, just because I don't feel like heating up the oven, baking the bread, all of the stuff. I'll flip the camera on and show you. It's a very basic meal, not the healthiest, but it's also what was in the fridge, and I don't really feel like running out tonight either to pick up anything else. So that's what's for dinner. Also, I have decided tomorrow, because Matt's not home, he's coming home late tomorrow night, but he's gone all day again tomorrow. And my plan was initially to go over to the studio, but I'm switching that up because he's not going to be home and not going to be up in the office needing to take conference calls or anything like that. I am going to do more computer work. So having said that, and you know, it's not that exciting to video. I don't think it's that exciting to watch. So having said that, I think I'm going to let you go here for this one. I hope you did enjoy coming along, seeing some studio time, and also, you know, getting a glimpse behind the scenes of things. So if you did, please give it a thumbs up. It truly, truly does help me out. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. The next video should be another painting video, so that's exciting. And yeah, thank you again so much if you made it this far, and if you stuck through all of the kind of life portions of the video. I really do appreciate it. I think I'm just going to sit back here, listen to my book, and do some knitting tonight. So again, thank you so much for coming along. See you on the next one. Bye for now.